He'd been right outside their window listening to Wendy's stories. And on this night, Nana, who was a very good nursemaid for a dog, had laughed at this wonderful boy and chased him off. He had flown away so quickly that he had left his shadow behind. But Wendy had found the shadow the next day, not quite knowing what it was, but thinking it was important, had hidden it away for safekeeping. And on this night, Wendy's parents would be going out to a late party, and this wonderful boy would return to house at number 14 to find him.
This tie will not tie.
Now, dear, let me help you.
Oh, well, if this tie will not tie, we cannot go to the party. And if we cannot go to the party, I will lose my job. And we'll have to live on the street.
There now, better?
Thank you, dear. Now, children, I've made a decision. It's Wendy's last night in the nursery.
But why?
You're not a child anymore, Wendy. You're a young lady. And it's also Nanny's last night in the nursery, too. She must sleep outside, like other dogs.
What?
You heard me, Nana. Out. I said out. Come on, dear. We mustn't be late for the party.
Just a moment. I'll be right down. You know your father means well, my dear. He loves you all very much. But he said I have to grow up. I don't want to grow up, Mother. Everyone must grow up someday, Wendy. Now get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you all in the morning. And don't worry, it'll be just fine. Tinkerbell, Tink, where are you? There you are. Have you found where they put my shadow? Boy, why are you crying? What's your name? Wendy Moira Angela Darling. I'm Peter Pan. I thought you might be. Where did you come from? Neverland. Second start of the right, this straight on till morning. Is that what they put on the letters? Don't get me letters. But your mother gets letters. Don't have a mother. Oh, Peter, no wonder you were crying. I wasn't crying about mothers. I was crying because I couldn't get my shadow to stick on. Besides, I wasn't crying. I could just sew it on for you. Very well. Wendy is perfect. The girls were 20 boys. Sweet of you to say. I could give you a kiss if you'd like. Peter, surely you know what a kiss is. I shall know when you give it to me. Now shall I give you a kiss? You may. Thank you. How old are you, Peter? I don't know. I ran away the day I was born because I never ever wanted to be a man. I ran away to go live with the fairies. Fairies? Are there many of them? Not as many as there ought to be. You see, when the baby laughed for the first time, its laugh broke into 1,000 pieces, and they all went skipping around about. And that was the beginning of fairies. So there ought to be a fairy for every boy and girl. Ought to be, isn't there? No. You see, children know such a lot now, and so they don't believe in fairies. And every time a child says, I don't believe in fairies, a fairy somewhere falls down and drops down dead. I can't think where she's ought to go. Peter, you don't mean to tell me there's a fairy in this room? She was here just now. There she is. Oh, Peter, she's lovely. I wish she were my fairy. What does she say? She says that you're a great ugly girl and that she's my fairy. Wendy, will you come with me to Neverland? Neverland? Yes, I was listening out your window many nights, and you tell the most wonderful stories. You could come and tell them to the lost boys. But how will we get there? I'll teach you to fly. Will you teach my brothers too? If you'd like. John, Michael, wake up! Peter Pan has come to teach us how to fly. I shall get up then. Me too, me too! I say, Peter, can you really fly? Yes, and we shall all fly to Neverland. Peter, is it true there are mermaids in Neverland? Yes, there are mermaids and fairies and pirates and Indians. I want to go now! I say, Peter, how do we go about this flying? You just think what lovely, wonderful thoughts, and they lift you up in the air. But first, you need fairy dust. Tinkerbell? Tinkerbell, give it to me this instant. I'll never speak to you again.
So she flew ahead of the children and went to go find the lost boys before Peter could introduce them to Wendy and to her brothers.
I do wish Peter would come back. Then he could tell us about Snow White. I think my mother must have been like Cinderella. All I remember about my mother, she often says to my father, "Oh, how I wish to have a checkbook of my own." I don't know what a checkbook is, but I should just love to give her one. Ho, yo, ho, pirates like the flag, falling up on an airy hour, hang a rope and hay for David. Yo!
I see with them. I should make short work out of them.
Mr. Starkey,
Stop! Let go, Hook!
put back that pistol first.
It was one of those boys, right?
It was one of those boys, right?
Starkey could have shot him dead.
Aye, and that sound brought Tiger Lily's Indians upon us. Do you want to lose your scalp?
Shall I after him, Captain, and tickle him with Johnny Corkscrew? Johnny the silent fellow.
Not now, Smee. He's only one and out to mischief them all. Scatter and look for them. Most of all, I want their captain, Peter Pan. 'Twas he cut off my arm, and I've waited long to shake his hand with this.
It seems that he used the sort of comb the hair another homie uses.
Ah, but he flung that arm to the crocodile. It liked my arm so much, Smee, that it's followed me ever since, licking its lips for the rest of me.
In a way, it's a sort of compliment.
I want no such compliments. Smee, this crocodile would have had me before this, but by a lucky chance,